Oh, Linkin Park.
Oh,
How is
yeah.
this
Rest
Linkin
in
Park?
peace.
Linkin Park
Just
is just
Linkin
on this
Park.
list of objects from like the early 2000s. Like, yeah, we all remember Linkin
I remember
Park.
listening to the Transformers theme song. Yeah, while I was taking a poop
When?
when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a core memory right
for
there.
some reason.
I've become so numb and now I am dead. You know?
Woof.
What's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yep.
Who's the Nickelodeon guy?
Uh.
You know, like the guy that directed everything?
Oh, Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider. Yeah. Didn't he
Yeah.
isn't he a piece of shit?
He likes feet a lot.
Wait, was Feet?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he also like underage.
You could be both. You know, underage feet.
I mean, people see underage feet all the time.
Yeah, but not everyone gets horned up about it.
I would hope that I hope that people don't even think about it.
Right.
That it's just there.
There's
You know what I mean?
disgusting fucking
I don't
feet.
see your feet are covered. My feet are covered.
Yeah,
It's usually we cover our feet.
right. Except
we
for the
do
beach
this.
episode where my toes let the toes
Your toes
fly.
were out, and we did that for free. We didn't start a feet finder for that.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, we're just missing opportunities to make money
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
know
because
what
I
I
got great feet. I think
I'm not going to say
Dan Schneider
anything
would
about
love
that.
my feet.
I'm not going to say anything about your feet.
Right.
I don't like feet.
They're big,
There isn't a
big
good
long
foot.
toes to grab with.
You got like finger toes? Dude,
Finger
me too.
toes,
Have you
yeah.
seen my feet?
No.
You definitely have. I was wearing
I have, yeah.
slides at the fucking bachelor party.
Oh yeah,
Holy
but I
shit.
think I was like looking
Yeah.
at your toes for a little bit.
That's weird. You're a weird guy. We've established through the use of this podcast that you're not a normal guy.
No.
And
But,
nor am I.
no. Is anyone normal?
Dude, I don't know.
If everyone's normal, then no one's normal.
Lately, I haven't felt that at all. Lately, I've felt the opposite of normal.
Right.
I'm on like,
X Games mode.
dude, yeah. Like even when we were at the store just now,
Right.
I felt like I was in a simulation. Like
Yeah.
everybody and everything there was like a literal obstacle that I had to dodge in my mind, like Blade Infinity.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've never seen that movie.
Never have I.
Yeah, Dan Snyder. Welcome
Yeah.
back to the Whiskey Talks podcast.
Welcome.
Friend of the show, Dan Snyder. Let's fucking, what time is it? You know what time it is? All I know is it's a little early to be drinking whiskey.
123.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
That's not too bad.
Not
We've
bad,
drank
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
There you go.
We're drinking Tin Cup Returner. Shout out Matt Johnson. He picked up this whiskey for us when he was out there in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Which Tennessee? You went down there.
Yeah.
You went down to Knoxville.
I did.
I thought that was gonna be like more of a pop. How'd you like Knoxville? I've never been.
It was pretty.
I want to go very badly. At some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. But you went down to Rocky Top.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. That's where I got the sweatshirt I wore in like one of the first episodes. But
The Tennessee one. Yeah. I personally think Tennessee is like one of those like college programs that it's really easy to get behind.
yeah.
Cheers. I'm a Penn State guy. It's good stuff.
I mean, that game made me a Tennessee guy, so.
Because you were never a big college football guy. And you're still really not a big college football guy. But
No.
if you were to get into it, you're a Tennessee fan at this point.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Was your father ever, like, into college? Did you ever bring it up? Was it ever... All right, so, I mean... We're NFL
So
boys.
that one I get to choose. I didn't get to choose to be Bears fan.
You got birthed into being a Bears fan.
Yeah.
It was almost forced upon you.
Oh, yeah.
Non-consensually. Is that the only thing you've had forced upon you?
That I can think of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
Pretty sure. I mean, could be something I'm mentally blocking out to protect my own brain, but who knows?
You, in the car today, said that you had something for me. You started laughing. And then you said you were going to save it for the podcast. And I'm just...
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I've been really looking forward to whatever this is.
Okay, so it's the end of the concert I went to. I went to a Noah Khan concert with my sister.
Yeah?
And we're both sitting there waiting for the two people that we went there with. And this lady comes up to us and says, "Oh, are you guys twins?" like that.
Yeah.
Like really like full of energy, just really like weird. And we are twins, so we said yes.
Yeah. You and Katie, you do look like twins.
Right.
Like you do.
Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of differences.
And it's funny too because we were both scared that it would look like we're out there on a date when we're actually brother and sister. But and then she
Have you
continues
have
to.
you ever gotten that?
No, but it's something we both think about a lot.
Yeah. That could be weird.
Yeah.
You know.
But she says, "Oh, are you guys twins?" And then she just starts talking to us for like until we left. Mm-hmm. Until we eventually just got up and left.
Dude.
And
something.
as she was talking, she was going like this. This might fuck up the camera, but I'm going to do it anyways to give you the visual. She's like, "Oh, where do you guys live?" Like that. She's like going like, "Oh."
I just think this is going to look funny in the camera.
And so she's asking where we live. At first we said PA.
Then she started to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Oof.
Then we were like,
She was definitely considering coming to kill you.
and then
Wear your fucking
we
skin.
lied and said Scranton.
Yeah, because that's easy.
Yeah.
It's just so easy
Yeah.
to say Scranton.
And she's like, "Oh, Scranton, I have my whoever that she knows lives in Hershey." And then
That's not close.
yeah, it's like
It's like 2.5
I
hours.
didn't ask, you know.
No, did not ask. For sure.
Yeah. But we were nice. We were very like, "Oh, okay. Oh, wow." And eventually we just left. And she's like, "Oh, can I come with you guys?" And we were like,
Where?
"Leaving."
What does she mean by "can I come with you guys"?
You think I know? I didn't
like
ask.
simultaneously
I didn't fucking ask.
ejaculate?
We were too busy like.
Follow you? Can I come with you guys can mean a lot of things.
And it
And
was
you
like
don't know, you never saw her before. Was it the end of the concert she approached you? Dude, she's a serial killer. Anyway, keep going.
She wasn't a serial killer. I think she was just on the meth.
Oh, you think she was cracked out?
Oh, her teeth weren't
She was a cracked
weren't
out.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you could have bad teeth.
She was saying, "Oh, she has like really bad anxiety," which get it, sister. But, you know, but
So did she follow you guys?
she lost us in the crowd. Thank God.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I had, I think this was actually just yesterday at
It was
work.
probably like a 15-minute conversation though. It was,
You know, you ever think that most people, I feel like at this point, especially in this generation, should have the understanding of when you're at that many "oh reallys" or "that's crazies" or yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
You think if you get to enough of those that you should understand on the other side of it, this conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, really?
You think you should know that.
Right.
Yesterday at work, and I've said it before, I don't say where I work, but I work part of what I do is customer service, right? Part of it.
And customer service, for those of you who don't know, is you get on your knees, you start sucking.
And you service your customer. But, so this guy came in, to my job, and irregardless of what he was there for, I ended up being the person to assist him,
Right.
With fellatio.
Right.
And he started talking to me about, I don't even know what. I think it was like talking about pricing on things and stuff like that. Then he just went from being a completely normal individual to like being one of those, like almost. You ever have like a homeless guy come up to you and start talking politics to you?
Oh yeah, a homeless man told me I look like Leonardo DiCaprio once.
Yeah, I think you said that on here before.
Yeah.
I had this
proud
guy
of it, though.
go off.
Someone thinks it.
No, this dude went off on me for like he was talking about politics and all this extra shit. But and we weren't busy at this time. He was like pretty much the only person there, so it was like this isn't a big deal. But he was talking to me for 45 minutes, and I swear to God, I may have said "that's crazy" 70 times. 70 times.
I've had that too, where like I was waiting to get my oil changed in my car, and an older man was telling me about like how someone was like driving too fast past his house, old guy shit.
Old guy shit.
Yeah.
Old guys do shit
Yeah,
from time to time.
I'm already halfway there. I get mad at people who ride too fast around.
I get mad at people that don't have their fucking blinkers on when they're turning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get mad at people who are in the left lane.
Just sitting there. That pisses me the fuck off too. I get more mad, and Batman on one of the episodes explained that if you camp in the left lane, you're gay.
Yeah, right.
That's what he was saying. Which, listen, because you and I drive on the same highway, we have almost the exact same commute to work now.
Yeah.
Mine's half. I'm half of yours.
Mm-hmm.
My commute is not as much, clearly, which is such a nice thing to say. Because I was commuting almost exactly what you were not long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because where I used to live, it was like an additional 15, 20 minutes. So I was like, basically, you'd still have like 10 minutes more. But regardless, it was, dude, whenever I'm on that highway, because there's only those 2 lanes, and in the state that it's in, they just love sitting in that left lane, no matter how fucking fast they're going. And if there's a tractor trailer in the right lane, and there's Judy in her fucking Honda Fit in the left lane, she ain't going a mile an hour.
It's usually a Kia Soul.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those.
You know,
it's a Kia Soul, it's a Honda Fit, it's a Honda HR-V. You know what I mean? It's a Toyota
Prius.
Sienna. Prius is up there. Dude, they're just like,
some dumb fucking pickup truck.
Or like a PT Cruiser. You remember those? Do you know what a PT Cruiser looks like?
I've never seen any of his movies.
What? What do you mean you never seen any of those movies? It's a fucking car.
Any of his movies? PT Cruiser?
Who the fuck is... What are you trying to do here?
Like J.K. Rowling.
No, fuck off.
You know, very accepting of other people, but J.K. Rowling.
Shirt fucking feels tight.
Did you ever... I was listening to Basement Yard, and they were talking about J.K. Rowling. She named the Asian...
It's a fucking podcast. Turn your fucking silencer on. Douche.
Oh, the Bears have elected 2 practice squad players to the active roster.
That means 2 people are hurt, brother. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's not. But
Who are you guys as captains this year?
Justin Fields.
And who else? That's it?
There's probably more.
There's definitely more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tremaine Edmonds is one of your fucking captains.
Probably.
But for the Giants, it was DJ, Andrew Thomas, Saquon Barkley, Dexter Lawrence, and Xavier McKinney, and then some dude on special teams, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
what the fuck were you saying?
J.K. Rowling. That was in Basement Yard. They were talking about
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling, how she's kind of a piece of shit. But
I don't know much about her.
she's not a fan of trans or like anyone who really isn't white.
Why are you saying it like that? What the fuck?
Because she like named the Asian character like Hu Yang Wu or something like that.
Yeah, like
she,
that one
and
pilot.
she named like the black character like some like black shit.
Like what? Give me an example. What would you consider some black shit? Because I'm not familiar with that. Can you please elaborate on that a little bit? Give me a name that you would say falls into that category.
Into like stereotypical like
Sure. Sure.
like Therese
Oh.
Maine.
Excuse me? What was that?
Therese Maine.
Like the last name?
Yeah.
The fuck? Where'd you come up with that as a last name?
Terrence Howard.
You saying that's a black name?
Well, he's a black man who says Maine instead of man.
Wow, that's racism
No,
if
it's
I have
not.
ever heard it.
What's wrong with
All
that?
right, give me a stereotypical Asian name.
Same way you...
Try that again. What were you about to say?
Shin Win Woom.
Wow.
Zin Bang Boom.
You know what's crazy? I know a lot of Asian people. You know the most common name I heard for Asian people? David. Yeah. How about something like that? By the way, my name is Jonathan. I'm white. You know how many black Jonathans I know? Handful.
That's true, yeah.
Handful.
Yeah, but I was saying like stereotypical.
There's also one DeBrickashaw that I've
There
ever
it
known
is.
in my life.
There it is.
And he played for the Jets, and he's not like you and I.
Mr.
You know what I
Ferguson.
mean? DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yeah, DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Ferguson.
You ever see like the article of like the craziest names in NFL history? I think we spoke on this once, but I'm not sure if we did. Or oh yeah, we did because I said DeBrickashaw Ferguson. It sounds like somebody threw like a bunch of like Matchbox cars down a staircase, and just like whatever sound that makes, that's that kid right there. Someone the size of DeBrickashaw Ferguson, because he was just fucking like Calais Campbell. What do you think they're coming out like? You think they're growing that much throughout, or you think they're big ass babies at the same time?
Or are they like really small at first and then they hit like a huge growth spurt?
Well, I know some people that are like that.
Right.
Some people that are like fucking, like, 5'2" as a freshman in high school, and then all of a sudden they're 6'5".
Right.
Like, Tyler Foster? He was always a fucking tree.
Right.
Shout out Tyler Foster. Sorry for giving out your full name, whatever. So a lot of Tyler Fosters out there, I'm sure. I don't think he gives a fuck anyway. Yeah, he's always been a tree.
Right.
But, like, there are people I know that were fucking small little bitches. Mm-hmm. Like me and you.
Right.
But we just never hit that second
Which
part.
I do have a picture of Tyler standing next to John at the bachelor party.
It was crazy. For reference, and Ty will say that he's 6'4". He's not. He's 6'7". At least. Dude, I'm telling you, he's got it.
He's a huge man.
I don't know why someone his fucking stature. By the way, he works. Oh, I can't say where he works. I don't want to say any of that. He has a job related to athletes, if you will, right? And he has met professional NFL quarterbacks, and he towers over them.
Really?
Towers.
Huh.
Like, I can say this one name, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick complimented him, saying he had a great beard one time.
Oh, really?
Tyler never told you the story?
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick said nice beard or something like that to him, which is why he loves Ryan Fitzpatrick so much now.
Oh my god.
But coupled with the fact that Tyler is significantly taller than Ryan
But let's be
Fitzpatrick.
honest, if anyone's going to tell you that you have a nice beard,
It's better be Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He's got the
He knows.
beard. Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, I mean, great compliment for him.
oh my god.
But yeah, no, he's a fucking tree from the Mesozoic era. He's a large individual. So me being a smaller guy, I mean, I'm 5'7" on a good day if I stretch my back out a little bit.
I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. So.
You're definitely 5'9", because you're a little taller than me than just one.
Every day's a good day, though. But
It's a good outlook to have. You know what I wanted to ask you about? Because I came across it the other day, and I saw these things in the store. You're a picky eater.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But there's just stereotypical. We're both born in the 90s, right? You late 97,
yeah.
Me early 98. We're very close, right?
Right.
So we're technically 90s kids. I mean, it's borderline, right? We're not millenniums or millennials. Are we millennials? We might be millennials. I don't fucking know what the generation split is anymore. I was told that I was Gen Z once. I was told that I'm a millennial another time. I was telling them to all go fuck themselves.
Right.
Because I don't fucking care.
All I know is my pronouns are fuck you. Fuck/you.
Yeah.
My pronouns are...
Look at you just being insensitive and making fun of pronouns. Isn't that interesting?
My pronouns are...
He also said earlier in the show, that's some black shit. Think about that for a second, guys.
Well, I was saying that what J.K. Rowling...
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Good scapegoat. Nothing better than us to have friends of the show, like
Fuck
J.K. Rowling. Like OJ and Kanye to just throw under the bus whenever the fuck we stumble.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Why do we fall, Master Bruce?
What did you just say?
Why do we fall?
Master Bruce? What does that mean?
Why do we fall?
Who are you calling Master?
No, why do we fall? Why do we fall?
What do you mean? And why'd you call me
Pick yourself
Master
back
Bruce? Okay. Who the fuck is Master Bruce?
Bruce Wayne. Dark Knight Trilogy. Alfred Pennyworth.
Fuck off.
Michael Caine.
Fuck off. But like I was gonna say, we're 90s kids. So, especially being late 90s, we kind of grew up in a very, technologically pivotal time.
My first word was Barney.
Your first word was Barney? I don't know what my first word was.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was mama or dada.
I bet you it was beep. I didn't think you'd put a censor in, so I decided to censor myself. We're gonna...
That was terrible. That was horrible.
We're gonna... beep.
Alright, stop. What was I trying to say? You fucking asshole. We grew up in a pivotal time where our childhood was kind of like, especially in like the middle school-ish type of era.
Middle school era, that was Twin Towers.
No, the fuck it wasn't. You were
After or before?
You were 3 years old when the towers came down. Going on 4.
Yeah,
you know,
I
you know
remember
how
being
old
in
you
the
are in middle
library.
school? 12.
What's that?
Yo, that math was so horrendously bad.
I have
You were
a
off
math
by
dis-
almost a decade.
I have a math disability. What are you
Oh,
gonna do?
clearly. You're
What are you-
definitely disabled.
Clearly.
You are clearly disabled.
You were
But-
disabled.
It was, so we grew up in like I'm trying to say for the last fucking 5 minutes. We grew up in a pivotal time from a technology standpoint. I think it was around the time that we were in middle school where technology was really, really like
Ramping up.
it's ramping up now, right? Because we've spoken on AI, but
Right.
it's during the time that we were in middle school, like everybody just randomly, everybody had a phone now. So everybody had a fucking iPhone or something ridiculous. I remember the types of phones that I had growing up. People had MySpace or like Facebook was coming around at that time. I mean, we were at the inception of a lot of what today's biggest media markets are.
Right.
Right? This, like podcasting, really nobody even knew what it was back then. Sure, some people were doing it, but that was radio shows back then. If you weren't on the radio, you didn't have a show. If you didn't do this, or if you didn't have that, or if you weren't on TV, television was the entertainment and media mecca of the world. Television's kind of now forgotten.
Right.
If you really think about it, what it really used to be. So when I think of how we grew up in such a pivotal era, I think about how different our lives were as children back then versus what a lot of children's lives are now. What are you smiling about?
You have a nice nose.
Fuck off.
I,
Can you fuck off? What's the matter with you? That's not... I'm uncomfortable.
why?
Don't say that.
Why?
Why are you telling me I have a nice nose in the middle of my sentence?
Just thought. You know,
Oh, man.
do you think something?
So
nice
I
is
was
how you say
thinking
it?
about how children of this generation have like you ever see like when some people say, "Oh, he was an iPad kid,"
Yeah.
or things like that. You and I weren't. You're not an iPad kid.
No.
I'm not an iPad kid.
I'm an iPad adult now, though.
You're definitely an iPad adult. I mean, you've told stories about how you've been walked in on smacking that thing around, and instead of just hiding what you're doing, you would.
It just dropped.
Kid, tell that story.
Okay, so
And then I'll get to what I want to actually talk about.
it's New Year's. My sister
New Year's,
needed
huh?
something.
Okay.
She thought I was asleep.
Yeah.
She needed to wish me a Happy New Year. That's what it was. And
So,
what am I doing?
what a way to kick
What
it
am I doing with the ball drops?
Getting your balls off.
Dropping my ball. Yeah, there's a joke in there.
There's a
somewhere.
joke, definitely.
It's in there. We just can't. It's a dense forest.
It's a dense forest.
Kind of like my pubes. But anyways.
Jesus. Oh my god, is it that bad?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's like, clean
No,
that
but
shit up.
since you said don't shave your
What did I tell you not to shave? Because I don't remember this already.
I do.
What are you talking about?
You were asking me if I shave it down to like to the skin.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't
and
do that anymore.
I said yes, and
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keep it clean. You know what I mean?
Right. I still.
Shaving it down to the skin, you look like a fucking child. And that's not a good thing.
Well,
It's not a good
childlike wonder. Anyways, my sister comes into my room to wish me Happy New Year, and as
How old were you?
old enough.
Yeah, you always fucking say that. You never give like a number. This wasn't that long ago, right?
No.
I mean, you were old enough to smack it around.
Oh yeah.
I
I know how to.
We were friends still. At that point, so that can't be like super long ago. I mean, we've been friends for a while, but like it has to be within the last like 6-7 years.
Yeah, around there.
So we're talking you were like 17, 18, 19, 20.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny, dude. Oh my god.
And
And you're beating off.
yeah, as the balls are dropping, I'm doing something with my balls. There's a joke in there again somewhere.
Why the fuck are you sitting like that?
I don't know.
You giving a visual?
Oh no, because I was gonna, and then she comes in, I'm laying like this.
And you're watching adult material.
Right. Right. As
Two men.
As you know. Nope.
You're watching
For
adult
the last
material.
fucking time, I'm not fucking gay. I just have trouble with women. Anyways, waiting for one to respond on Bumble. Anyways, probably won't. It's fine. You know, I have the iPad here, and then she comes in. I immediately like, oh no, I didn't like not that. Oh no, made it sound like I did it like on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. Like, oh no, But
Can you just tell the fucking story without stumbling?
I am.
You're like just you say it.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Yep.
Yeah. Jackass. And then she just kind of steps out. Just kind of like,
So did she see your beef?
probably.
So fucking.
Yeah.
Didn't your stepdad catch you once too?
Yeah, yeah. And he afterwards,
You've been caught twice.
Afterwards, he said, at least the chick was hot. And I was like, thanks, Bob.
That's so fucking. Dude, your stepdad has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since we were at your lake house like a few months back.
Yeah.
He was having a good time.
Yeah, he was.
He was having a great time.
He was having a good time.
He was having the best time I've seen him have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, me too.
Dude, that was a good time. Anyway, let's revert back to what I was going to say before we started talking about you getting walked in on masturbating twice.
Right.
I've never been caught,
Wow.
ever. I've never been caught in any masturbation sessions. Stop clapping. Horrible. Horrible for the audio. Absolute dog shit for the audio. Terrible. All right. So, what I was going to... Did you ever have a MySpace?
No.
Okay, so you wouldn't get any of the MySpace conversation that I was going to have with you. Back in the day, MySpace was like really the entrance to social media. Mm-hmm. And did you have, like growing up, did you have like AOL or AIM? Yeah. Did you have AIM?
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day when somebody was on their email and you used your AOL to like basically just chat each other? Whenever you heard, like, whenever somebody logged out of AOL, you would hear the sound effect of a door closing.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Dude, so I went down this rabbit hole the other day, and I kind of want to go down it with you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be some non-related, but I'm going to grab my laptop because it's something that I've been wanting to do. I didn't remember that I wanted to do this with you until we started recording. Things that just bring so much nostalgia for people of our generation.
Oh, like
things,
noises?
Not necessarily noises, but like just things. Like toys for kids like when we were younger. Like just stupid little fucking toys. Or like school lunch like items that like for you were a picky eater.
Right.
But the reason why this came to my mind is because at the store I found those pizza sticks that they used to sell at fucking lunch all the time. Those breadsticks with the cheese in the middle. Mm-hmm. Dude, and I was like, and first of all, I know you weren't a fan of those because you didn't like cheese because you're a piece of shit.
It's different. It's pizza.
But it's not. There's no it's not pizza at all.
Yeah.
It was bread with a cheese in it that you dipped in marinara sauce.
Yeah, it's pizza.
Yeah, but if you're going to have that in that form, there's no reason why you can't have cheese in any fucking other form. You
Pizza.
piece of worthless garbage.
That's the way my brain works. It's pizza. It's fine.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Right. I'm going to get you a fucking double cheeseburger, and I'm going to call it a fucking pizza.
But that's a cheeseburger.
But it's delicious. And I think if you put cheese on a burger, it would change your fucking life.
At work, they cooked hot dogs and hamburgers for us Thursday.
Oh, you asked for no cheese?
No, I had 2 hot dogs.
Because there was only cheese on the burgers.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
But,
get my laptop here. We're 30 minutes into the episode already. Have had zero subject matter. Let me also say, we've said this before about not being prepared for an episode. This is easily
we're prepared.
The first time that we have genuinely nothing. And this came to my mind just now.
Wow.
Episode 32. By the way, thank you guys. 32 episodes
number.
strong. That is nothing Michael Jordan at all. It's completely backwards. Shaq on the Magic. Maurice Jones-Drew.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So let me find an article here. We'll call it early. Hold on. I can't type. Early 2000s nostalgia. This is the first article that's going to pop up. 50 nostalgic things from the 2000s to prove how much the world has changed since then. It's
Right.
going to be kind of weird.
Right.
Like off Rip Hamilton. I will do my best, and I know that we've said this in the past, and I haven't quite done it, to put pictures on the screen where Colin's hands are, but probably slightly closer to me. Like that. And if I don't do it, fuck off. Okay? We're working on it. So let's start with number 1. I don't remember this. You remember that? Screensaver, pipes.
No.
It doesn't look unfamiliar. I'll say that.
Yeah, I feel like I have seen it before, but it's not something I've always seen.
Fuck it. Moving on to number 2 already. This I remember.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Kids today, like even not much younger than us, really. If you're 20 or below, really, you're really not going to get involved in this.
Right.
Back in the day, you used to make literal like mixtapes. You would go to like LimeWire. Remember LimeWire? Mm-hmm. Or like some other illegal way to download music, and you would have to have a CD-ROM intake on your computer to quote unquote burn music onto, which is exactly how you did it.
Oh, All-Star, Smash Mouth.
So
Rest in peace.
You would make
the lead singer of Smash
so.
Mouth.
For instance, in this picture, oh yeah, he just died.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that old, 50 something, right?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
Get your game on.
Go play.
And so you
Also, while we're at it, big old rip to Jimmy Buffett as well.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have a margarita in Jamaica in honor of Jimmy Buffett for sure.
Of course.
I was gonna do it anyway. But, so you used to make a CD, and it would just be whatever mix of songs that you would want, and you would take a fucking Sharpie and you'd write on the physical CD, just like this picture shows, and I'm gonna pop it up here. For instance, this is definitely early 2000s music. I mean, you got Hard Not Like Hard. That's
Thumbnail.
Hard Knock Life by Jay-Z. Baby One More Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney. Then No Scrubs by TLC. You know that song?
I don't want no scrubs.
Scrub is a guy that can't get no suck from me. And then you got Steal My Sunshine. Don't remember that one. Miami by Will Smith. Really didn't listen to Will. He was a good actor, but I mean, dog shit rapper. All-Star Smash Mouth. I mean, this was...
I want it that way.
How many of these did you have? Because me and my mom, like, and my sister, had a zip-up binder full of CDs.
Yeah.
And you used to have to take those CDs and bring them into your car to listen to them. You have to play them like that. I
I
had a
really-
Walkman.
I had it was a CD player.
Yeah, exactly. A Walkman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was still Walkman,
Yeah, you would walk around, and you would have this fucking huge-ass device.
Small at the
that
time.
would pop up.
Small at the time.
But it was still full-size CDs that you had to put in those fucking things. You have to pop it open, put the CD in, and put a big old wired headset in, put it in your fucking back pocket or hold on to it while you're Walkman, to listen to your music. Nowadays, it's just on your fucking phone. You got wireless earbuds that you can't even fucking see.
Yeah.
You ever see somebody walking down the road with earbuds on, but you don't see the earbuds at first, and they're talking to someone? You're just like, that motherfucker's crazy. That motherfucker is insane. He's plotting to kill the world. Then you walk past him, you see he's got earbuds, and so he's clearly...
You're like, oh,
he's like, okay, he's
on the
perfectly
phone.
sane. He's just...
Right.
Maybe it's me who's
Maybe it's
legitimately
me
fucking
who's-
paranoid. But yeah, dude, back in the day,
I was huge into the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. I mean,
was
it goes along with
huge-
being
I
white
was
and gay.
I was huge into
In sync.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I mean, you're still a Bon Jovi guy.
Yeah.
I would say you're a lot less of a
I used to listen
Backstreet
to
Boy guy, though.
I used to listen to Bon Jovi's "Slippery When Wet" album on repeat. That's
his
the
best.
one with "You Gave Love a Bad
Yep,
Name."
one of his best.
That was my favorite. My favorite when I was a kid was it was "You Gave Love a Bad Name."
Ooh, here's another one. Did you ever have posters in your room growing up?
Yeah.
I remember...
All Bears.
All
Bears.
Bears stuff. I wasn't huge on posters, but I did have a couple. I never had the borders. I think this is still a thing. I still think you go through areas in the store where there's like a display and you just flip through the posters.
Oh, there
of
used
like
to be,
different
yeah.
shit. I'm trying to think of ones that I've had. I had probably... Honestly, I probably had a Nickelback one because I was a Nickelback guy as a
fuck
kid.
yeah.
I always loved music. And I probably had some WWE posters as a fucking little bitch kid,
I was
too.
very big into Green Day as well when I was a
Green
kid.
Day? See, Green Day wasn't for me.
No.
They were fine, But I was definitely much more of like the Three Doors Down, Nickelback,
Right.
Even Skillet for
Right.
some reason, which was that was like the popular music pop, like in general was either like fucking like Carrie Underwood fresh off American Idol or alternative like rock.
Yeah.
And that was it. Or a little bit of punk rock and stuff like that. Now
Right.
it's like 90% a blend of hip hop and pop. So it really has changed. Oh, dude, do you remember the Scholastic Book Fair? Do they still do that? I don't think they do.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Kids, if you're watching, which you probably shouldn't be,
You
if
shouldn't
we're
be.
being
Get
honest.
the fuck out
Are
of here.
you guys still getting Scholastic Book Fairs? You used to have to like be a good student year round and earn like
Right.
credits and shit like that for it, or your parents could just give you money. But I was poor, and they used to have book fairs, and this is the only time that you'd actually be kind of interested in reading
Yeah.
because they had cool stuff.
Because it was in class.
It was in class. It lasted a couple hours. You were in your library, and usually your librarian was either super fucking sweet or a complete fucking cunt.
Right.
You have a nice one or a cunt?
Nice one.
Yeah, mine was sweet. Mine was a sweetheart. She retired a year before I left, and then I got a cunt.
He still works with.
He definitely touching kids. You can't be a male librarian and not diddle kids. No shot. You're a kid diddler. He's out there diddling.
Yeah, I was about to say he's very good friends with my stepfather.
Doesn't look good for your stepdad. But yeah, dude, Scholastic Book Fair. I forget about. Can you imagine all the things that we have compartmentalized in the back of our head that we don't remember, but it's definitely still got a place there?
Yeah.
Because you obviously you don't remember this, but as soon as you see this, it's like,
Sparks
boom,
it. Yeah.
all the memories are back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We got 50 of these to go through, so.
Oh, fuck you.
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards.
I wasn't big into them.
I had some Pokemon cards, but that was only because like kids in my class did, and I just.
It was to be social, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I liked Pokemon as a kid though, like on like Game Boy and shit. I used to have Pokemon Fire Red. You ever play the Pokemon games? Were you a Nintendo kid or no?
I had a Nintendo Game Boy,
Yeah, same. Like the Advanced Game Boy Advance.
but I played like Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, so you were
It was a SpongeBob Game Boy.
So you weren't a
It had SpongeBob's
stereotypical
face
on the Game Boy.
on the Game Boy.
So you weren't a stereotypical Nintendo's game though,
Right.
right? You weren't a big Mario Kart guy. Not Mario Kart, but like Super Mario stuff.
Yeah, no.
See, my mom was, my sister was, I kind of was. Pokemon was definitely the one that I was like leaning towards as far as Nintendo goes. But yeah, dude, I remember back in the day for Game Boy Advance, I was playing fucking Pokemon like fucking crazy, bro. Play-Doh.
Tastes fucking great.
I speaking of that, I'm pretty sure their original slogan wasn't what it is now, or what it ended up being. I'm sure Play-Doh's still a thing. It's got to be, right? It'd be a damn shame if it's not.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, fucking Toys R Us being gone is so sad. But yeah, their slogan eventually had to become "fun to play with, not to eat," because of how many kids were fucking sucking this shit down. Could have used better words there.
I was.
I never ate Play-Doh.
Really?
No. I tell you right now, I can't tell you how.
Super salty.
I can't tell. Of course, I mean it's Play-Doh.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I was very tempted on my spaghetti machine. Because there was a machine, you just put a shitload of Play-Doh and you just press it through this machine, and it just came out.
Same
with
thing with
spaghetti.
like the hair.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the hair
dude,
salon.
that's kids nowadays are fucked.
Well,
that's
'cause
why their attention spans are dog shit. Because all they do is scroll through TikToks all
There's
fucking
no more
day
commercials
long.
for toys.
You can't build stuff. You can't be creative anymore.
No.
It's just fucking. Man, all right, fucking. I miss Play-Doh. I buy Play-Doh right now. Oh, this was always a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
For this episode, I kind of have no choice. I have to try to remember to actually put the fucking things up here. I have to. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of editing.
yeah.
But I'll put the picture up here. These TV carts, and it says in the article, it goes, these TV carts always meant that class was going to be fun when the teacher rolled one in. It really just meant that you were going to watch a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Or a documentary.
It's always at the end of the year too.
And it's going to be scattered from time to time, though. Yeah, I mean, that was just like, okay, we're not doing anything right now, and I can fucking, like, sleep if I want to.
Yeah.
That is nostalgic. Now they have, like, smart boards and shit that they put stuff on, which is cool. I mean, it was definitely... When I moved up to PA, never heard of a smart board.
Oh, really?
Never heard of it. Yeah, dude, I went to a very low-income school. Like, it was a dog shit box of a school. We didn't have, like, fancy stuff. I came up here and I saw a smartboard and I thought I was living in 2050,000 years from now. I was like, oh shit, it's insane.
Yeah.
There's a projector that was a touchscreen. I was like, what the fuck? Because TVs used to look like fucking that. So yeah, we only had that and we had, the erase boards and that was it. When I lived in Florida. But then everybody's got a fucking smartboard now. Computer games. You ever play games on the original desktop, like Solitaire?
I remember. Oh, my mom used to play Solitaire a lot.
My mom did too. I played pinball like a
I know.
motherfucker.
I used to watch Weird Al Yankovic with my sister on the computer.
Mm-hmm. On the original YouTube, when YouTube was still gray. Remember gray YouTube?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, dude, that was wild. The internet was a fucking insane place. You used to there was only like 30 websites, and like one of them was like before Craigslist was Craigslist. It was like where you could just buy fucking meth. Mm-hmm. But they didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, this is the internet. This is a new thing. It's like, oh, meth, $500 at this address. And that was it. It was the whole fucking website.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played that more than I did anything. I played a lot of meth.
Right, yeah.
Cartridge pencils.
Remember these? The lead pencils?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not just the lead pencil, not the ones that you like click and like more lead comes out. These are just like full blown lead cartridges.
Oh yeah, the ones that actually
out.
Yeah.
Those were fucking stupid though.
Yeah.
Like conceptually, that was really dumb. It was wasteful. It wasn't very cost effective.
Right.
But I do remember them, and it definitely does bring back. I used to think they were cool, and then I tried them out, and even at a young age, like this is pretty flawed.
Right.
So that's how you know I was kind of like way too analytical as a child. What about you?
Yeah, no.
No.
It's...
Oh yeah, you remember doing that?
Oh yeah.
We made our own. They call it the only fidget spinner I ever known. It's pretty funny. I would always stick my pencil through through the ruler and spin that thing around. You never did that?
No, I did. Yeah, I stick my dick in there all the time.
Pencil. Mm-hmm. Pencil.
That's what I said.
You remember how like they didn't like people using pens, especially in math class?
Because you can erase.
I haven't used a pencil with the exception of drawing like lines on a wall to mark where I'm going to put a fucking nail in a decade or more.
Right.
Even in high school where we were supposed to have like that's not true because in college I used graphing pencils for engineering like fucking crazy and I still have them. But for the most part, fucking who uses a pencil anymore?
Right.
Pen.
Yeah.
Ink.
Inky winky. Inky
You know what I'm saying?
Inky.
Oh.
Yeah.
If that's not one of the greatest things, can I tell you a story about one of these?
Sure.
These little rugs that they made. Mm-hmm. These were so fucking popular, obviously. Pre-K they had them. Just fucking anywhere that there were kids, these were there. Mm-hmm. People had them at their homes and stuff like that. I don't remember why, but I think I asked for one of these maybe for Christmas when I was young and I wanted one. And maybe they were expensive at the time, or maybe I was just impatient before Christmas. All I know is I didn't have one during a time I wanted one for a while. Mm-hmm. So I took printer paper, and I taped them all together, and I grabbed a marker, and I drew a massive one of my own. And I put banks on it and all kinds of stuff, and just put all my fucking cars and drove them around the streets that I drew up. It was a lot of fun, but it was ruined in 10 minutes of sitting on it and turning and stuff like that. Just paper everywhere. That said bank, now it says ink. Because I ripped it off or something like that. You had one of these?
Yeah.
Everybody did. I think I eventually did too.
Well, I grew up with the twins, so we got two of everything.
Such a good idea. Like back
having
then.
Twins?
Well, no.
Yeah, they got someone to play with.
Well, yeah. Sure.
You know what I mean?
But like, I'm saying back then, this idea, whoever came up with this, that's brilliant.
No, it is.
A rug that kids can play on that has streets for your cars.
Yeah.
Were you playing with Matchbox cars as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
That brings back memories. Oh, my dad had one of these.
Yeah, so
I fucking hated that thing.
Yeah, my dad had that too.
This is, by the way, like the classic alarm clock. I'm pretty sure this is like the stereotype alarm clock that everybody fucking had. Like everybody on the planet had one of these. It was, remember the sound that it made? It wasn't just like beep, beep, beep. Dude, horrible.
Yeah.
And I remember
It wakes you up though.
Oh, it got the job done. But the fucking mute button didn't work half the fucking time.
Yeah.
My dad, when he had one of these, like he was the stereotypical like movie. He woke up and he just started beating the dog shit out of this thing to turn it off. These things, by the way, could survive a nuclear explosion.
Right.
I've watched
Except for the mute button.
The mute button would work. It wouldn't do anything. Like, you could hit mute, it wouldn't work. You'd have to beat the shit out of this thing to get it to stop. And it would just, like, do it again 15 minutes later or something like that because it thinks you're putting it on snooze, but you're not. You're just dogging the thing. I watched my dad do what basically was the people's fucking elbow to this thing. Just fucking bashing the thing, trying to get it to shut the fuck up. And 15 minutes later, it went off again, and he threw it out. And so for the next week in our fucking garage where the garbage was, you heard the fucking alarm go off randomly. Fucking obnoxious.
Oh, that's funny.
Those things were indestructible.
Yeah.
Fucking. The old Cartoon Network.
See, I'm wearing a Nickelodeon shirt that
It just fit.
I got in my childhood.
Yeah. Your dad gave it to you, you said.
Yeah.
Which I learned today.
Because I guess he worked for DHL and he delivered to Nickelodeon once. So he asked for shirts.
Do any of these Cartoon Network shows still exist? I see Ed, Edd and Eddy. I see Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I remember my dad used to always say that my sister was the green Powerpuff Girl.
I can see it.
Because she's a bitch.
Jesus.
No.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Codename Kids Next Door is on there. Johnny Bravo's on there.
Hoo-ha! That show would not pass today.
No, most of it wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Like fucking, what's his
Courage the
name?
Cowardly Dog scared the shit out of me.
What's the fucking Foghorn Leghorn? That wouldn't go today.
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't go today. A lot of shit wouldn't go today. What do
Were
you
you
have
a
to say?
Nickelodeon? Were you a Nickelodeon? Or?
I was a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I did watch a little bit of Cartoon Network too.
I did too,
not watch Disney. Almost
No?
at all.
Not
I was
at all?
not a Disney kid.
No?
Victoria's family were Disney kids.
Right.
I was not a Disney kid.
Yeah.
My sister leaned Disney, though. I wasn't. It wasn't for me. Like, remember That's So Raven? Like the show? Mm-hmm. Never watched it.
Really?
Nope. All I know is she like had flashbacks or some shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Do you remember when you didn't have to enter your personal info online to win a soda?
Sure.
I don't.
Not really, though.
I was going to say I don't.
I wasn't old enough to buy
The only
shit,
thing that this
so-
reminds me of is Snapple Facts.
Which one time I took a...
That's still, yeah, I know.
I took a Snapple...
Cap.
a picture of a Snapple cap with it saying like a fact on it, and I like erased on my phone. Like,
You're not going to say word for word what you put in
writing.
there, right?
We killed your fucking dad, pussy.
It was way worse than that. It was House Your Dad with a different word after it. You said pussy, I think, actually. It might not have been what I'm thinking.
Because my dad was
killed by a
struck
Snapple
by
truck.
a Snapple truck while he was driving for DHL. But
Which, again, what does that have to do with being a doctor? Because you said that in the doctor's episode and then nothing.
he's a doctor of the road.
I remember these because my mom had one. They used to make, like, where the headphone jack goes into your phone.
Oh,
Like, where the aux cord used to go into your phone. They made, like, these little, like, dangly, decorative things.
diggly diggly danglies.
Remember bedazzling?
Oh yeah.
When, like, girls would have,
The
like, their
hair.
shoes, their hair, their hoodies, everything was bedazzled. And then vajazzling came about after that.
Whoa.
Remember vajazzling?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rhinestone pussies.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Bring it back.
Now we got Prince Albert's.
Jesus.
Now we got Prince Albert's. You know what Prince Albert is?
That's a childhood memory right there.
Yeah.
Wooden playgrounds. Now they're all metal. And I remember, fuck.
It's a podcast.
I'm sorry. Boss. While you're editing, make sure. Oh, wait, never mind. Did you just rip
Didn't mean to.
That's the laughing farts. I remember my sister and I would go with my dad to these places.
Yeah.
The one that we lived near in Florida. And that was also the first time I ever tried Sprite. My dad bought me a Sprite. Because I don't think my mom gave us soda before then. My dad bought me a Sprite, and I remember it thinking it was like fucking heroin. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's the caffeine hitting you. You're like,
It was amazing.
yeah.
You have memories there?
In a wooden playground.
Yeah.
Splinters.
Yeah, Splinters. But they were fun. They were like a big maze, and you could play hide and seek so great in there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Windows Pinball, we were talking about the computer games
Oh,
before.
yeah.
I used to play this like fucking crazy. I had
Yeah,
like
me
all the
too.
top 10 highest scores on my computer.
I like the themes. Woo.
Themed ones?
Yeah, the themed
Yeah.
ones.
This is like the exact one though. You see the orientation. Like I remember this whole setup exact. Mm-hmm. You ever play like pinball, like a real pinball machine?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I imagine
Really?
it's cool.
Like while you're waiting in a restaurant or something, they have them.
Remember Polly Pockets?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I never had
I was
them.
big into like
Yeah, I mean,
Barbie.
it's female stuff. Yeah, I could see.
Well, I
you
have
into
a
that.
I have a fucking twin,
Yeah, sure.
so you know.
I mean, my
What
older
we would
sister
do.
had all this shit. I remember we played with her. I would get like I would play with her like Littlest Pet Shops, whatever the fucking thing was, like little animal
Yeah.
ones.
Right. But yeah, I remember those. Also had Barbies,
I think my sister had Barbies, but I
big
never
Barbie
played with
girl,
them. I never played with them.
in a Barbie world,
Yeah.
wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. You know, you can brush their hair, and dress me anywhere,
Oh, we're
which
good. We're
that
done. We're good.
landed in
Do you remember this ice cream?
Oh yeah,
It was good.
Oh yeah,
It was good, but it was like it wasn't really ice cream. It was more like
Wait,
frozen
it's that
vanilla
plus
water.
what?
The little wooden spoon.
Oh
that they gave you.
yeah,
I could go for one of those right now.
I
Actually,
could too.
what else we got? Oh yeah, flared jeans.
Rams wide receiver Cooper Cup is being placed on injured reserve.
Yeah, well, we knew that was gonna happen. We knew that was gonna happen. Flared jeans. Remember low-rise jeans? Mm-hmm. I never liked them.
Yeah, no, I was always a very tight jean guy.
No, I'm saying low-rise jeans on like women. Women used to wear like their jeans like super low on their waist.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh
wasn't a fan.
yeah.
Didn't like it.
Well, it's
flared
not for
jeans.
you.
Oh yeah, this one's interesting because I remember this from school too.
Yeah. Starving your calculator to death.
Yeah, it was calculators of this kind back in the day. Casio's, shout out Casio. What the fuck's going on? Sponsored the show. I don't think they're in business. They can't be. Even if they were,
Bring them back.
what are they going to give us? You know, calculator. Like, promote this calculator. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off. I have an iPhone that does it all. All right, promote this calculator. Calculate the steak in your ass. Okay. But they used to have these solar powered calculators, and I remember that a good way to getting out of doing work, only briefly because they call on fast, was to cover the solar power strip until it died. Mm-hmm. And then you wouldn't have a working calculator, and you get out of doing your work. And I worked like once,
Right.
but it worked one time. That was good enough.
Yeah.
Family computer.
Boy.
Windows XP. Wow, we're such a long way away from this. But yeah, everybody had their own username and like password to get into their own account. Mm-hmm. My mom caught on to the stuff that I was doing on there, which wasn't anything bad, but like just inappropriate. Not like things that kids probably shouldn't be watching.
Beheading videos.
Yeah, of course. No, it was mostly because my mom didn't like I watched wrestling at a very young age. She thought it was inappropriate and violent, whatever. So I used to watch it on my account, and she deleted the account, made one family account so she could track everything. But yeah, it used to look like this. That is pretty nostalgic. Like these, we see them right now. You and I, like people of our generation, look at this like, oh yeah, of course. And this is like familiar. Mm-hmm. It's nostalgic. It's familiar. But dude, so many people look at that and just would never know. Yeah. Would never fucking know.
Yeah.
And the most customization that you would get were those little icons that they give you, and there was only like 3 to choose from.
Yeah.
You could choose chess pieces, the Windows icon, or just like some random ass fucking like dog or something like that. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the old Windows wallpaper? Where it's just like the green grass hills and the blue sky?
You know where that was taken?
No.
I think it was like the Netherlands.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I would like to see it, just be like, this is what it was on it. Like, this was in everybody's home at one point. Mm-hmm. And everybody had the one family desktop computer that was in, like, the dining room in the corner. Like, everybody had one.
Right.
At a period of time.
Yeah. Mine was in my basement.
My mom ended up moving it into her room eventually. But, yeah, we had it in the, like, in the living room, dining room area at one point when we lived in Florida. We were talking about Game Boys.
DHL gifted us a computer, being like, "Sorry, your dad died. Here."
That's what they did? Mm-hmm. Shitbags.
No, it's better than nothing.
I mean, I guess.
I have to watch you Weird Al.
Did Snapple give you anything?
Weird Al Yankovic, no.
Snapple, what the fuck?
No, I don't want anything to do with you. Get the fuck out of here.
What if they give you a lot of money?
Fine.
Fine. Oh yeah, Game Boys. Yeah. Fuck 'em, like we talked about already. LimeWire we spoke on, and
Yep.
oh my god, is that nostalgia?
Didn't you love thinking you were downloading the song you think you were downloading, and then it was
And it
just
said-
porn? And then
I
you're
don't
like, I
remember-
didn't want this.
I don't remember it being porn. I remember it being the file that you are downloading is illegal. Delete now, or you will go to prison. to jail, and then back to prison. And then once you're out of prison, after you've been molested in prison, you will be sodomized outside of prison and then brought back to prison.
Right.
Yeah. Outcast, ghetto music. Forgot about that. Look at all these fucking Afro Man, Because I Got High. Remember that song? I was gonna clean my room.
Oh, yeah.
But then I got high. Woo! Ooh, I was gonna get up.
I remember I used to listen to Pants on the Ground. It's American Idol.
Can't say.
Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. Looking at
I used to
with your pants on the ground.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No?
No.
Well,
I remember I used to download like American Idol live performances, like by Blake Lewis, the year Jordan Sparks won. Remember Jordan Sparks?
Yeah.
And I would download like my mom knew that I liked him on the show. She downloaded a bunch of them and put them on like one of those MP3 players for me, and I just used to listen to those. But like you got D12 and Eminem on here. Chingy is on here. Lil Wayne back when he was fucking brand new. MC Hammer, like holy shit, dude. Music back then. Yeah, LimeWire was the number one source for all music at one point, to download it illegally and just not have to pay for it. Then iTunes came around, started regulating a little bit more. I never used iTunes. Then I used something called YouTube to MP3 converter. So if it was on YouTube, I transformed it into an MP3 file and downloaded it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was doing that for until probably like sophomore, junior year of high school, and then I just caved and got Spotify. Scholastic Book Club order forms. I mean, we went over the Scholastic thing already.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta just fucking move past that. Oh, here we go.
I used to play,
This is very similar to what my old phone looked like.
I used to play, like a parachute game with my dad's phone.
I used to play Snake.
Before he died.
You've said your dad's died like 4 times on this
It's a big part of
episode.
my childhood, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I don't want to open up old wounds, but jeez. But yeah, dude, this was very similar to the phone that I had. I don't think I'll be able to get a picture of that one, but if I do, I'll put it up there. I know I won't. They used to have like phone cases, plastic phone cases that like snapped on.
Yeah.
And mine was like a fucking like a race car looking one. I think I've said this on the podcast before. Some kid from my elementary school fucking stole it from me.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking douche. If I ever see you again,
Fuck you.
I'm fucking you up.
I'm fucking you up.
Like you caught that? MSN Messenger. This was like AIM. This is like the AOL. This is just instant messaging. This is DMing somebody whose screen name is like XX Lil Kitten Sexy Ass XX.
Yeah.
What was your like? Do you remember what your like AIM used to be?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was Drummer Boy, Drummer Boy, and there was numbers after. I can't remember the numbers, but because I used to play the drums.
My sister's was Loves to Draw, LUVZ or something like that. The number 2 draw 44, and then mine was like X underscore like underscore X slam dunk Johnny X underscore. Because I used to love watching basketball, and my dream was I wanted to slam dunk, and I still can't. So, yeah, slam dunk
At the right
Johnny.
hoop you can.
If I bring that shit down, yeah, dunk all the time. I'll never be able to dunk on a 10-footer.
You just haven't found your hoop yet. That's okay.
Hoop this dick.
Hoop.
Oop, there it is. That's another fucking throwback
That's
right there. But yeah, AIM, Instant Messenger, that kind of stuff. I don't remember the conversations that I had on these.
No, I don't
I don't know what you were doing just now.
Yawning.
Friendship bracelets. I never had these.
No,
I've
I
seen
never
them.
had them either.
Never had them.
Yeah.
Guess I didn't have any friends. Oh, Linkin Park.
Oh,
How is
yeah.
just
Rest
Linkin
in
Park?
peace.
Linkin Park
Just
is just
Linkin
on this
Park.
list of objects from like the early 2000s. Like, yeah, we all remember Linkin
I remember
Park.
listening to the Transformers theme song. Yeah, while I was taking a poop
When
I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a core memory right
For
there.
some reason.
I've become so numb and now I am dead. You know?
Woof.
Anyway. Did you have a stage in your cafeteria?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Why did we mix cafeteria and auditorium?
Because then you can clear out all the seats in
I
the
had a
auditorium.
talent show in like 7th grade. that I didn't win, which was bullshit. I
Right.
came in second. And it was in the lunchroom that had a stage.
Yeah.
Why did every school in North America look exactly the same?
I don't know.
Like,
Same
why?
plans?
It's like you just had just the same design team. Whoever had these products, whoever made those tables, made trillions.
Right.
Fucking douchebag monopolies.
Yeah.
Jelly shoes, I don't remember those. What a mistake that must have been.
What the fuck?
Talk about blisters.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't wear them.
I don't want. They seem like more of a female
I'm
product.
pretty sure my sister had like a sense of fashion back then, so
Had a what
She
sense of
wouldn't-
fashion?
like an actual sense because like those
Really?
aren't good.
It's gonna keep dinging for a little while, probably.
Ding, 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 ding.
The Sims.
The Sims.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's
My
that
sister still plays The
nostalgic.
Sims.
That's what I was saying. I don't think it's that nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's like saying Minecraft is nostalgic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or like
I
Madden.
still play Minecraft.
I haven't in years, but
I just started recently.
like what I'm saying is like it's the
Very
same
fun.
shit.
Very fun.
Remember the Razer flip phones?
The Razor flip phone. That's what I played on. Is that up the Twin Towers?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was.
It is not.
I thought the
I
screensaver
can
was
see
the
how
Twin
you. I
Towers.
can see how you think that. My sister had a purple one, like a lavender.
My
one.
dad had one of these. It wasn't the what is it called? Nokia. It was this one.
The Motorola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
This
that
was
I
the-
used to
this
play
was
the
like-
parachute game on it.
This was like the nicest phone that you could have
Yeah.
back then. Was the Razer flip phone, and that was when flip phones were like dope as fuck. This one was like the coolest looking one. That
You hear
they
they're
came
coming
out with.
back?
No, don't
They're
do
doing
that.
foldable.
That's stupid. My coworker has one of those. It's so
What,
dumb.
foldable like
Yeah.
touchscreen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Just fucking stop. But shout out to my sister because I'm pretty sure to this day that's still her favorite phone that she's
really?
ever had. Like it was just they were cool back then. They had character. The sound of the buttons, all that kind of stuff. The only thing is if you hit the buttons enough times, like it would wear off.
Right.
Like the numbers would wear off. We also had like the sidekick phones, the ones where like the screen like swung around when you hit it, and then there's like a full keyboard. Mm-hmm. So that was when that was first started, and we had those for a brief period of time. Those were dope. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I remember these, but like
Yeah.
so young.
I used to have one that if you bought two of them, you could call from like another part of the house.
Really,
Yeah.
I didn't think I had
I used to do that all
that.
the time with my sister.
I definitely didn't have that. Not very nostalgic for me. I didn't really use them.
Knee-length rainbow toe socks?
That's really stupid.
disgusting.
That's
Get it out
horrible.
of here.
That's,
Move on.
Yeah, that's bad. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. Let me ask you, did you have one?
Yeah.
I didn't
No.
have one. Again, I was very analytical as a child, and I thought a lot of things were very stupid. So when Tamagotchi came out, I thought it was really stupid because the concept is that you literally always had to play this thing or it would die, and you'd never be able to fucking play it again.
Yeah.
And you spent money on this game that you
Yeah.
could play once, and God forbid you walk away for 2 minutes or want to fucking sleep, you can never play it again. And I can't imagine that they were like inexpensive. I mean, they couldn't have been super pricey, but like you couldn't play it again. Like it was programmed to where if your Tamagotchi pet died, it was over.
It's done, yeah.
It was done.
Like
and you
life.
couldn't. Maybe that's the lesson that they were teaching.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to teach kids responsibility.
Like, hey, you're not going to live
I
forever.
do remember there was one kid in my elementary school that had a Tamagotchi and asked me to take care of it. And I said, sure. And it was like for a few hours or something like that. I think the kid had played basketball or something like that for the team. And I didn't play that year or something like that. I don't fucking know. All I know is he couldn't take care of it. I took care of it. I fed it once, took it out to pee or something like that, whatever the fuck it was. Once, left it in my backpack. Hours went by. Gave it back to the kid. He was irate that his Tamagotchi pet died. I said, boo-hoo. I said, this is fucking dumb. And so are you.
Oh my God.
I was like, that's so stupid. So you didn't have one either?
No, I did.
Oh, you did? How long did yours last?
I doubt very long.
Yeah, I was going to say. Some people bought them, killed their fucking pet instantly.
Well, because then you get bored of it and you're like, I've done this. I've fed him like 300
It's so
fucking times.
stupid. It's so stupid, and I will die on that hill that this is one of the stupidest things of all time.
Like that
but,
Tamagotchi.
but it's polarizing.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Remember these little fucking things? These little fucking
Oh yeah.
sequence games things or whatever the fuck. Pick a number.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Pick a color. 1, 2, or COLOR, whatever the fuck color. And then you opened it up and it said, you like dudes. You know what I mean? Like your fortune is you love penis, and clearly that's what happened with you.
Yeah.
That's what works
Fucking
out.
Dickhead.
Why'd you look at me like that? Drink up.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
Okay.
I'm just not drinking it. Fucking Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm. I used to go all the time with my dad.
Yeah, we used to go all the time too. Like
Before
$10.
he died.
$10 would get you like fucking 10 movies or like 5 movies, something like that. But there was
Yeah.
like a basket. It was like, these are super cheap.
Did you have a favorite movie growing up? Because mine was The Mask. Mine was even The Mask or Ace Ventura, which hasn't really
Like
changed.
childhood like movie, or just
Yeah.
a movie that I remember getting from Blockbuster that I
Either
loved?
one, whatever you can remember.
Because a movie that I remember getting from Blockbuster was one that my mom wasn't sure what it was. She hadn't heard of it, I guess, or whatever it was. It was Step Brothers. Yeah, I watched Step Brothers at like 9 years old or something
hell
like
yeah.
that, 10 years old. Milo and Otis was a big travel movie.
Yep.
We used to have like those like CD player, movie player things that would strap to the headrest of like the seat, and we'd be able to watch movies in the car on long road trips.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to watch Milo and Otis on like repeat. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely
Yeah.
Daddy Daycare.
Oh yeah, Daddy Daycare. I watched the whole movie, and I was like, the guy who dresses up as the Flash costume is me.
Yeah,
And then I for years I would look for a Flash costume.
never went
find
quite
it.
like that.
Never find it.
Yeah, Blockbuster was the shit back in the day. I mean, that would be like when like when my mom wanted to do something for us, we would get like Chinese food or like some kind of takeout, and she would stop at Blockbuster and she would try to make a night of it for us. It was a good time. I just remember it. Do you remember these? I guess they're called boondoggles. Do you remember them? They're like these pieces of plastic that kids would make this out of.
Oh
And
yeah,
they'll turn into keychains.
like at camps and stuff.
Yeah. They were. I remember thinking that they were cool because everybody had one at one point. But then I was like, again, pretty analytical. I was like, okay, well now what?
Yeah, true.
And it's like, oh no, you just put it on like
They're
your
neat
backpack.
looking though.
Yeah. I used to have stuff hanging off my backpack. I think I had like a single keychain hanging off my backpack. If I'm not mistaken,
Right.
I don't know what it was actually. Anyway, moving on. We're about to finish this list 10 away. iPod Nanos.
Oh.
I never had
yep.
an iPod.
I had a mini Nano, where it was
The one
just
without the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had an iPod. I had MP3 players. iPods were expensive.
Yeah.
So I just used to get like,
I used to want an iPod, but I could never get an iPod. Too much.
yeah, well basically that was the same for me. And I remember my uncle had this one. And we used to play a game like whenever we had family, like whenever we met up with like family, where he would play music and he would play it until somebody guessed what the song was and then you get a point. If you guess the song and the artist, you got 2 points. Right?
Oh.
And, he would just play it until... So some people would get the song in, like, half a second. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. It was just, like, the game that we always play. It's just, like, name that song. But I had, like the knockoff MP3 version of the iPod Nano. Mm-hmm. Then I had another one later on. Dude, and there was all LimeWire.
Yeah.
Everything on there was LimeWire.
Yeah. Why pay for it?
Fuck that. If there was still a way around it, I would do it. You ever play Farmville?
Nope.
Me either. Moving
No.
on. Cereal bowls like this. I didn't have these cereal bowls. I had the what are they? Remember those fucking animal face plates?
Oh, Zoo Pals.
Zoo Pals.
Zoo
I had
Pals.
those. I never had these. I'll put up a picture of Zoo Pals if I remember to. Probably won't.
Yeah, I didn't eat cereal, so.
It's just such a fucking fuck. You know that? Oh, do you remember? Now this, I don't know why this picture brought this to me. But do you remember how back in the day, like, you needed a memory card to save your progress on video games?
Oh, yeah.
I
On the
never had a
PS2?
fucking GameCube and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I never had a memory card. At least I didn't for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So you used to have to just leave your fucking shit on and paused for days.
Yep.
So I'm trying to remember Super Mario Sunshine. My sister and I restarted like fucking a dozen times for whatever reason. Maybe we accidentally turned it off.
You chose a bad time to take a breath there.
Why?
Me and my sister fucking. And then you took a breath. You were watching the tape, but...
I was hoping that this was going to be on this list.
Yeah.
Do you remember this thing?
You can't jerk
Did
off
you
with
put
it.
your dick in it?
No, you can't
Me
jerk
either.
off with it. You don't feel anything.
Me either. I don't know what this was. It was just a plastic thing, and if it
squeeze
bursted,
toy.
it was so toxic.
Yeah.
If this thing bursted and you ingested it, you probably aren't here listening to this podcast right now because you're probably in your grave.
Right.
But these
Or
things,
cremation.
I remember just like,
What?
I remember just fucking fingering the shit out of the thing and just rolling it. You know, rolling it inside of itself, and it just like kept going.
Yeah.
Dude, that is like that's basically a pocket pussy.
Yeah.
You put some lubrication on that thing, that
It's
thing's
over.
probably got a stupid grip too, right?
over.
Nowadays with a little bit more
All the
like
fish
a little
in
bit
there.
more fucking
All the fish in there being like,
girth
whoa,
that you have going.
that's not a finger.
That was the shit though. I remember those things I used to fucking water weenies.
Is that what
That's
they
what people
call
used to call them. I think I called it a water weenie. Nintendo DS, Nintendogs. You
Oh,
ever
I
played
had a
Nintendogs?
DS.
I had a DS too. You remember PictoChat?
Yeah.
Where you used to just like
Yep.
color in the whole fucking thing, send it, drop it down, color it some more.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did we send it and then drop it back down when you just could have just kept going?
I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was the shit. Look at the
Good
fucking
one,
dog in the background.
No.
Nintendo DS. My sister and I did PictoChat all the time. That was our texting.
Yeah.
We just wrote shit to each other, like
Yeah.
drew things. I don't like, you know, that's just an opportunity that I think as a innocent child that I missed out on drawing several penises.
Yeah.
What a shame. What a
Yeah.
fucking shame. Lip balm. I don't feel
Sorry.
nostalgia about lip
Yeah, I
balm.
know.
Eminem. That's nostalgic.
Eminem.
I mean, it is
Stan.
actually, if you think about it.
Stan,
Early 2000s, Eminem was his best work. Now
Right.
he's just corny and old, and I was like,
you think so?
listen, respect to a legend.
What if he
used
wants to fight
He
you?
used to be my. Oh, dude, I'm rocking his shit right now, dude. Maybe not. I mean, I'm sure Eminem's a tough guy, sure, but
He's
like
got a lot of anger in him.
he does. He does have a lot of anger in him. I think he's calmed down now. And maybe I'm just slightly underestimating him because of his like he's getting old now.
Right.
But I think I'd fuck his day up, dude.
You'd fuck him?
Fuck his day up?
Fuck him.
No, I'm kidding. Man, back in the day, he was like they thought he was like the most dangerous person in the world. Mm-hmm. Now we got fucking James Charles.
Now we got Colleen Ballinger.
Oh, now we got Alec Baldwin. You know, cereal straws. Now you didn't eat cereal.
Nope.
But did you
I
remember
do
cereal
remember them.
straws?
I remember them.
I fucking loved them. I got them like twice, but they're the greatest things of all time. Kids, if you've never had a cereal straw, I'm so sorry. Your childhood
I'm not. Fuck
is
you.
all surrounded by Fortnite and TikTok, dude. Like, you guys all have the same haircut. You guys all, it's just like, oh my god, I feel bad for kids, dude. They didn't have childhood like we had a childhood. They didn't have color in their life, fun, creativity. Cereal straws were fun and creative. That right there is
Yep.
nostalgia.
Space Maker.
Who didn't have a space maker? Who didn't have a pencil box?
No one.
Everybody had one. And if you didn't, you were a
All the
poor.
winners.
You were a worthless
You
poor.
were a poor.
And I was a poor, worthless bastard. Me too. I had a sleeve that was different. It had a button on it, and it slid out. I didn't have a space maker.
Oh, I did.
However, those fucking pencil boxes, you just have a box of pencils in your fucking, and it would be nicely organized. I also would stick a pencil sharpener in there.
Oh, of course.
One of the little ones.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't have the money for an automatic one like Susie did. Fuck you, Susie. You're a worthless cunt, and I hope you still
Where are
fucking
you
fail.
now?
She's probably very successful because she had an electric pencil sharpener. And if you have an electric pencil sharpener, you probably become an accountant, a very, very well-esteemed accountant.
Right.
All right, last one on the list. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
do you remember this sit and stretch? Mm-hmm. We even did this in high school, so this isn't terribly
Yeah.
old. I would do it and feel like my rib cage was shooting out of my body. Mm-hmm. It was so painful. My ribs, because still have loose ribs, so if I bend like that too far,
They'll pop.
it'll pop out, and it's the most painful thing in the world. It's like the type of feeling you get when you have like a cramp in your calf, but it's in your fucking ribs, and it hurts like a motherfucker. And I physically feel the rib cage, like my ribs protruding out, and I would like
boy.
push them back in, but it would be so painful. But yeah, the sit and stretch test for like when you did like your health tests in school, dude. Fuck those.
Yeah.
Do you remember Pacers?
Oh yeah.
Pacers. You remember like the whole Pacers test that we did for like push-ups and standard health, where like you did push-ups to this fucking up, down, up, down, and it's like in most cases you're probably banging out 100 push-ups,
Right.
but at that pace, 13,
Yeah.
and you're gasping for breath.
Yeah.
42, and the try-hard kid that most people know ain't doing much. You weren't a try-hard kid in fucking gym.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but were you good though? You know what I'm saying?
I tried
the problem.
hard.
So no, I'm kidding. There was always like that one like awkward kid in your physical education class that would like. That's his way of being cool. Was doing 62 push-ups on the Pacers test. You're a loser.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Yeah.
And it was like
And you're holding
you
up
also
everybody.
like you would go hard in all the games that people didn't take seriously.
I mean, I would stop when everyone else would stop, but I'm getting first place. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm glad.
Yeah, like I'm not going until like 2
There
minutes
were
after
just
everyone's done.
Weird people,
Right.
usually, that were just like I remember one kid, and it wasn't you. That was in my 9th grade. Remember the green gym?
Yep.
So the green gym was literally just a big green gym. Like it's exactly what it was. Everything in there was fucking green. And we used to do the rope climb in there, Pacers
Love rope
test
climb.
in there. There were
Love.
indoor volleyball was in there. There's a whole bunch of shit, and everything echoed like a motherfucker. And every time you heard the word up, down, whatever. And I remember I was banging out push-ups, you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, this pace sucks. I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck this. And you would sit down, and like everybody was dropping like flies at that point. But then there'd be all these two fucking kids trying to outdo each other that would go for fucking ever. It's like, can we just fucking move on so we can play like handball or
Anything
spike
else,
ball
yeah.
or floor hockey? Let's just have a good time in this shitty little fucking compact space. But nope, you wanted to bang out 72 fucking push-ups. Fuck off. Well, we're gauging to see if you're healthy. Everybody in this gym, with the exception of Sally, who's 13 and
does
weighs
not like
497 pounds. I said Susie before. This is her sister, Sally, who's morbidly obese. At a
Not a
very
fan
young
of the
age.
family.
There was always like, you know what? But I only like the in-betweeners because you had the tryhards and you had the ones that just would not fucking put effort forth to anything in their life.
Right.
And there was like always that one girl that did push-ups on her knees, did 6 of them, and then quit.
Yeah.
Fuck her too.
Hey, that was
That's
my sister.
why
Hey,
your
that was my
ankles.
sister.
That's why not your sister. It was not your sister. That's why their ankles for those particular ones were as thick as their thighs. Let's be real.
It's a good thing you prefixed with not your sister.
Fucking Sally doing like these types of push-ups on her
Right.
fucking knees. Fuck you, Sally. Stopping at 12. Oh. It's like no one's here is gonna be mad at you when you stop at 30.
Right.
Like, cause we're all doing 30, and then let's just kind of end it. But we're gonna be mad at you if you stop before 20 or after 50. You're a piece of shit, Colin. You're a piece. of
It's a
shit.
fine line. Well, yeah.
Dude, we just went down a bit of a memory lane just now. There's probably so many more nostalgic things. Do you
Oh,
remember the old elephant
Game
game
where it shoots up
the butterflies
Yep.
out of the trunk?
Yep.
Dude, that was my favorite thing as a
Yep.
kid.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you know what we couldn't do as a kid?
Drugs.
We could have.
I didn't. But
But you know what we couldn't do as a kid that we do now?
sex.
What we didn't do as a
Well,
kid that we...
You.
What do you mean, me?
What? I said sex. What do we do that we couldn't do as kids? I said sex. And I said, well, you.
What do you mean by, well, you?
I don't have sex. So. And I'm fine with it.
I was going to say drink whiskey on a podcast.
I'll drink whiskey on a podcast. Just screeching halt, you know.
We're ending this. Colin, how's your fucking sister?
Boy.